Hello everyone. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself. I am JJ Anushya, studying in 12th standard in Sri Vidya Bharati Metric Higher Secondary School, Sakarambalayam, Namakkal district, and I am happy to speak on the topic Clean and Green India. What does Clean and Green India means? The title states meaning itself. Since the existence of humans, there is a relationship between humans and environment. In an attempt to live a satisfaction life, humans began to utilize all the natural resources and this led to increase in deforestation. India is losing about 1.5 million hectares of land cover every year. Hygiene. Hygiene has always been important in our life. Also in this COVID situation, we actually understood the importance and value of cleanliness. Gandhiji once said, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. But can it be done alone? Absolutely not. Then let us follow 3R approach. 3R approach such as reduce, reducing the waste, reuse, reusing the waste, recycle, recycling the waste. Can reduce our usage of brand new paper, plastic and other materials. Reuse some of what we already have and recycle most of what might be wasted. We know the rubbish can be converted into resource by reusing and recycling. Used paper can be recycled into a new paper. In fact, if you recycle about a ton of paper, you will end up saving almost 17 trees. Or instead of throwing plastic bottles and containers out, you can actually recycle them to make clothing, stuffing for toys and even rulers. Use cloth bags instead of plastic bags so you can keep using them. And of course, if you are going to use glass instead of plastic, you can go ahead and recycle it without any loss of quality at all. Our respected Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi sir, who had started Swachh Bharat Abhiyan on 2nd of October 2014 in order to honor Mahatma Gandhi's vision of Clean India. Then electronic wastes. Electronic wastes like mobile phones, computers, laptops, printers, etc. etc. India generates about 3 million tons of electronic wastes annually and ranks third among e-waste producing countries after China and United States. E-waste contain toxic components that are dangerous to human health. During disposal, these chemicals end up in our soil, water and air that can cause soil erosion, groundwater pollution, many harmful diseases and so on. Hence, put the hands together to make India a clean and green nation. So plant trees for upcoming of next generation. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So keep nature safe for future. God gave us green. Now let's keep it clean. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers. Firstly, I would like to thank you for giving this opportunity, and it's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is S.S. Nilaksha. I'm studying in 12th standard, Sri Vidya Bharati Metric Higher Secondary School, Sakarambalayam, Namakkal. I choose the topic of Clean and Green India. Clean and Green India are the national programs are designed to change the nation in a better way. If our country is clean, then it will be green. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Going green reduces air pollution and environmental toxins that affect our body's immune system that fight against infections. For Clean India, say no to plastics. For Green India, say no to afforestation. Easy way of disposal plastics are: dispose your garbage properly in the dustbins. Sort your garbage. Maintain hygiene. Say no to plastics. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Cleanliness is a state of being clean and free from dirt. As a youngster, we must create a big impact on it. We can create a biodegradable things instead of the plastic things. It might be risk for every living being. We should not use plastic. If we use plastic bags, plastic things, it might be dangerous for us. For the animals also, risk mood. If the animals eat the plastics, it may die. And we consuming the plastics, don't use plastics. Please use paper bag, paper cups, coconut fiber for washing plates, and coconut shell, leaf shell for using consuming food. is very easy for us. Biodegradable things. Paper bag for carrying vegetables, fruits from shops. Don't carry polythene bags for shops. It is very dangerous for us. Only use paper bags. Clean India. Clean is must for us. Cleaning purpose, we have to form a team and clean the India daily. It may be a good thing for teenagers and youngsters. Green. We should plant many trees as per your areas and surroundings and your living area. And school, office, college, which places, whatever. In the roadsides also. It will be evergreen India for us. As a youngster, we must create a new impact technology in biodegradable. We can use plastic things. Don't burn any plastic things outside surroundings. Don't use plastics, only use biodegradable things. It might be good for our motherland. Save nation, save green, save safe, save clean, our motherland. India must be looks pretty cool on nowadays. It must be in our hands as a teenager. Thank you.
Twelfth Standard, Sri Vidibadi Metric Higher Secondary School, Sakarambalayam. Good morning everyone. Present. I am going to explanation on Clean India, Green India. Amit Arham has very wisely said, clean your mind and our country will automatically get dry cleaned. Let me begin by saying that clean lines and greenery are the hallmark of a development nation. Can anyone name an advanced country that is not clean and green? India, our beloved motherland, is the direct need of cleanliness. The general state of our cities, town, colonies, river, ocean, lakes, hill stories, park, garden, public transportation system, railway station, public toilet, etc. indicates we as nation are not pro cleanliness. The National Swachh Bharat Abhiyam is another proof of our voice of apathy is a squalor lying uncleaned around us. As the entire nation is abused with the cleanliness drive and campaign under the imputes of Swachh Bharat Abhiyam, let's contribute to it by making ourselves clean first. We must ensure we become the real participant in the crusade against the dirt and squalor in the spirit. We must start the cleanliness drive from our own home and surrounding ourselves, and enthusiasm for the cleanliness drive is useless if our own home and surrounding are unclean and we are spending hours cleaning the streets in other areas. Best way to begin this cleanliness drive is your own room. You own a cupboard, your own toilet, your own kitchen, your own garbage. Do you keep your own room and surrounding clean? Are you able to maintain the cleanliness around you? If you already do, you feel that satisfaction and contentment of being clean. Now you can lend a helping hand. Your expertise in keeping the neighbor clean. This is how we must go about this cleanliness drive. Remember, only it candle can light other until candle. Similarly, people who keep themselves clean and their surrounding clean can help other people to achieve clean objective. So let the clean lines behind at your own home. If each one start maintaining clean lines at his own home, the entire nation will automatically become clean. There are other alternative fuels available that government must start strictly. There should be and ban fossil fuels. The government must create for but never every city or town. Toxic emission of industries must be strictly regulated. Installation of toxic smoke and effluent treatment plant must be mandatory at every industrial unit. With these measures strictly and immediately implement, the environmental health will improve considerably unless the people not be accomplice. They must minimize their carbon footprint of the government cannot do anything. People will have to act proactively. If we succeed in implementing all the above maintained measures, we will be benefit our coming generation will be able to live in a pure and healthy environment. This will be our best gift to them, as well as if we fail to, the guardian degradation will result in annihilation of the entire human race. May that day never come. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Janani Shah from 11th standard representing Sri Vidya Mandir Metric Higher Secondary School. I'm looking forward to talking with you today about Clean India and Green India. To begin, Clean India is important to display high standards of cleanliness and hygiene to change overall global perception of the people have about our country. Cleanliness is a sign of development. Cleanliness is very important whether it is our home, our workplace or public places. It is the basic needs of lifestyle. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, gives the mantra, cleanliness is godliness. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Swachh Bharat mission on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, that is 2nd October. The main aim of this scheme is the rights. This was to make every region of India free of open defecation. Cleanliness and hygiene are not only for our personal belongings or our own homes. Cleanliness should be essential part of everyone's life to be developed as a habit. India began the Clean India mission to make our country India as a clever and better one. The Green India is a national mission of National Action Plan on Climate Change. Recognize that climate change phenomena will seriously affect and alter the distribution type and quality of natural biological resources of the country and everything, which we can see greenery in our country, and our country is developing with greenery. The Clean India mission aims that mobilize every region of India community responsibility of environmental assessment and improvement in major towns and cities of India through schools and NGOs linked with business, governments and other institutions, etc. As citizen of India, our country is our identity. So keep our identity clean. Be keen to be clean. Mahatma said sanitation is more important than independence. Each one of us is responsible for the current state of our environment. So we cannot wait for someone else to solve it. And last but not least, when the last tree is cut, the last fish killed, the last river poisoned, that you will see you cannot eat money. So we can make our country beautiful by being in the Clean India mission, and we can achieve something fruitful. So let's join our hands to nurture the nature to have a better future. Thank you.
வணக்கம். நான் எஸ்.ஆர். ஸ்ரீநிதிதா. நான் ஸ்ரீநாயகம் மெட்ரிக் பள்ளியில் 11ஆம் வகுப்பு பயின்று வருகிறேன். நான் இங்கு பேச வந்துள்ள தலைப்பு இந்தியாவிற்கான எனது கண்டுபிடிப்புகள். எண்ணென்ப ஏனை எழுத்தென்ப இவ்விரண்டும் கண்ணென்ப வாழும் உயிருக்கு என்று கல்வியை பற்றி திருவள்ளுவர் பறைசாற்றுகிறார். கல்வி இல்லை என்றால் இங்கு அறிவியல் இல்லை, அறிவியல் இல்லை என்றால் பல நூற்றாண்டுகளுக்கு முன் கட்டப்பட்ட தஞ்சை பெரிய கோவில் இல்லை. தஞ்சை பெரிய கோவிலின் கோபுரம் எதையும் தங்கும் இதயம் போல் இயற்கை பேரிடர் காலங்களிலும் உயர்ந்து நிற்கிறது. அதற்கு காரணம் அறிவியல்தான். ஒரு பேப்பர் போட்ட சிறுவன் பின்னர் பேப்பரின் தலைப்புச் செய்திகளாக மாறியவர் டாக்டர் ஏபிஜே அப்துல் கலாம் ஐயா அவர்கள். டாக்டர் ஏபிஜே அப்துல் கலாம் ஐயா அவர்கள் ஒரு முறை சுவிட்சர்லாந்து விமானம் மூலம் பயணிக்கிறார். அப்பொழுது அந்த நாட்டினுடைய அதிபர் மலர் பூக்கொத்துகளுடன் வரவேற்க நிற்கிறார். அப்பொழுது விமானம் தரையிறங்கிறது. சிறப்பு கம்பளம் விரிக்கப்பட்டு மரியாதையுடன் வரவேற்க நிற்கிறார். அப்பொழுது அந்த அதிபர், இதுவரை நாங்கள் எங்கள் நாட்டிற்கு அறிவியல் தினமாக கொண்டாடவில்லை, ஆனால் இன்று நாங்கள் அறிவியல் தினமாக கொண்டாடுகிறோம், நீங்கள் கால் மிதித்த நாளன்று என்று ஒரு அறிக்கையை வெளியிடுகிறார். டாக்டர் ஏபிஜே அப்துல் கலாம் ஐயா ஆசிரியர்களாக கருதப்படும் சிவசுப்பிரமணியனார் ஐயர் என்ற ஒரு ஆசிரியர் இல்லை என்றால் இங்கு ஒரு பெரிய விஞ்ஞானியாக பார்த்திருக்க இயலாது. கலாம் ஐயா அவர்கள் ஒரு கனவு பற்றிய ஒரு பொன்மொழியை கூறுகிறார். ஒரு முறை கண்டால் அது கனவு, இருமுறை கண்டால் அது ஆசை, பல முறை கண்டால் அது லட்சியம். கனவு என்பது தூக்கத்தில் காண்பது இல்லை, தன்னுடைய தூக்கத்தை தூங்க விடாமல் தடுப்பது, அதுவே கனவு. எனவே கனவுகளை காணுங்கள். நம்பிக்கை என்பது ஒரு சிறு பறவையின் மூலம் அறியலாம். கனமாக மழை பெய்யும் பொழுது ஒரு பறவை தன்னுடைய சிறகை விரித்து கொண்டு ஒரு முறிகின்ற கிளையின் மீது அமர்கிறது. அது அந்த கிளையை நம்பி அமர்வது இல்லை, தன்னுடைய சிறகை நம்பி என்பதை ஒரு பொழுதும் மறந்து விடார்கள். தன்னுடைய தோல்வியை தழுவும் பொழுது சோகத்தில் மூழ்காதீர்கள். தோல்வியே வெற்றியின் முதற்படி என்பதை மறந்து விடாதீர்கள். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and it's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is K. Nityapriya. I am pursuing 12th standard in SRB High Tech Metric Higher Secondary School, Rasipuram, Namakkal. I would like to share a few words about Self-Reliant India. At a time when the world is suffering from a delayed pandemic, India plans to convert this crisis into an opportunity and strength. It fights by becoming Atmanirbhar or self-reliant. The term was called by the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, during his address to the nation on May 12, 2020. He called his campaign as Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhinyan, Self-Reliant India. He stressed that it is a time to become a vocal for our local product and make them global. Prime Minister Modi's 5 pillars of making India self-reliant: economy that will bring a quantum jump and not increment change, infrastructure that will help a modern India, system technologically driven to fulfill dreams of 21st century, vibrant demography that will strengthen our capacity further, demand optimum usage linked with supply chains. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar clarified that the call for self-reliant India doesn't mean shutting down the doors to globalization, but to grow with the world as a self-reliant India will have more to offer the world. Minister of Finance and Cooperative Affairs, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, made all the announcements related to the various sectors. Tranche 1. Business including MSMS. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package was introduced in April 2020 in order to provide relief to underprivileged and help them to fight battle against COVID-19. The budget allotted to the scheme was Rs 1.70 lakh crore. Support was given in the form of insurance cover of 50 lakhs per health worker, and so on. Tranche 2. Poor including migrant. Migrant workers are being provided additional free food grains and chenna for 2 months in the state union territories. They have started at present. Government has allotted rupees 3,500 crore for this, and so on.
Tranche 3. New horizon of growth. These include various sectors. They are space sector. The government plans to provide opportunity to private companies in satellite launches and space-based services. Tranche 4. Government reforms. Healthcare sector. Plan is to prepare India for any future pandemics through infection disease hospital in all districts, national digital health mission, and so on. Support to the state government. Central government has extended its support to the state government from 30% to 50% of 2020 to 2021. Thus, the total fund provided by the government stood at Rs 20 lakh crore and it is accepted to the strength the fight against COVID-19 and support to the Indian economy. The development of each one is the identity of a self-reliant India. Thank you.
Hello everyone, hope all are safe. I am MS Monisha from SRV High Tech Metric Higher Secondary School. I am very glad to participate in Kalam in You, which was conducted by Knowledge Institute of Technology. So my topic is impact of air pollution and how to prevent it. Let's start with the Tirukural related to air pollution. பயன்மரம் உள்ளூர் பழுத்தாற்றால் செல்வம் நயனுடை யான்கண் பரின். பயன்மரம் உள்ளூர் பழுத்தாற்றால் செல்வம் நயனுடை யான்கண் பரின். Before entering to my topic, to keep our air clean for a better tomorrow, plant more trees and make this planet a better place to live in. For a better tomorrow, plant more trees and make this planet a better place to live in. Save trees, plant trees and serve the Mother Earth. Air pollution refers to the release of pollutants in the air, which are detrimental to human health and the planet as a whole. According to the World Health Organization, each year pollution is responsible for nearly 7 million deaths all over the world. Your life is rare, don't let it end due to the polluted air. Your life is rare, don't let it end due to the polluted air. 9 out of 10 human beings currently breathe air that exceeds the WHO guideline limits for pollutants, with those living in low and middle income countries suffering the most. Most air pollution comes from energy use and production. Go green to breathe clean. Go green to breathe clean. There are two most prevalent types of air pollution, smoke and salt. Smoke can irritate the eyes and throat and also damage the lungs, especially those of children. It's even worse for people who have asthma or allergies. These extra pollutants can intensify their symptoms and trigger asthma attacks. So stopping pollution is the best solution. A number of air pollutants pose severe health risks and can sometimes be fatal in even small amounts. Almost 200 of them are regulated by law. Some of the most common are mercury, lead, dioxins and benzenes. They are most often emitted during gas or coal combustion. Once your lungs go black, they never go back. Stop air pollution today. Once your lungs go back, they never go back. Stop air pollution today. We should learn about the harmful effects of pollution. It is everybody's responsibility to take some steps towards prevention. We should avoid bursting crackers during any festival. I am proud to say every year I won't burst crackers. There is nothing wacker than a loudy cracker. We should take eco-friendly steps like planting more trees, reduce the wastage of plastic. A lot of innocent people's lives are put in danger due to the pollution every day. Every small step will lead to a bigger impact one day, definitely. Stop being mean, keep the air clean. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity in this pandemic situation also. Thank you for the Knowledge Institute of Technology. Thank you.